with my 32-week pregnancy update. So if you want to see what's been going on this last 2 weeks, then please stay tuned. This last couple of weeks I've really been feeling the strains of the third trimester. I'm feeling very, very pregnant, very large, very slow, very out of breath, very unfit, very hungry but very queasy, very tired, very achy. The list will go on. But it's all been good. I'm pretty healthy, which is an improvement on last time when I was feeling very under the weather with a cold. I hadn't moved for about a month when my iron was low. Hopefully that's a little bit better now, and just generally feeling a bit better really. But obviously well into the third trimester now and just getting bigger and bigger by the week, and it just takes its toll, I think. I'm only 5'2", so I haven't really got far for this baby weight to distribute, and so well, I'm sure it's exactly the same for everyone, even you lovely tall ladies out there, but yeah, it's just not easy, and I think you forget what it's like. My first pregnancy seems like a lifetime away now, and I don't really remember feeling like this early on. I remember it from about 35 weeks, but not quite 32 weeks. I'm actually 33 weeks in the next day or so, so I'm a little bit behind, but work has been so busy this week. Loads of travelling, loads of busy meetings, so I think that's really taken its toll. I'm tired and achy, but I'll get on to some more exciting things other than moaning anyway. So last time I mentioned I had an appointment for my whooping cough vaccination, which I had, and it was fine, no problem at all. I had it before. I mentioned last time how it protects your baby up until 6 or 8 weeks when they've been born, until they can have their own. It gave me no side effects whatsoever, except for a really, really achy arm for about 3 days. It was really heavy, I couldn't lift it very well, I couldn't really use it very easily, so I suggest if you've got yours coming up, then you use it in your arm that you're not handed. So I'm right-handed, so I had it in my left arm. So that was all good. I had a midwife appointment on Monday, which I was really relieved about, because I've been experiencing some pains, and sometimes it's just as if the baby is burrowing down really low, and it's as if he's like trying to dig his way out. Other times it's like a period pain, and it's really low down and it's really intense, and I can't really move very far, and it just, I have to lie down and go and lie down, and it's usually when I just get into bed. It's almost as if when my muscles relax it starts, which is, it has concerned me a lot. It doesn't last long, it lasts for about 40 minutes to an hour, and it doesn't come in waves, so I don't think it's contractions. I think possibly it's the baby getting further down into my pelvis, so when I relax he's got a bit more room to go down. And it's different to Braxton Hicks, which I'm getting quite a lot now, which just makes, it's like someone wrapping me around the waist and squeezing me for 20 seconds and then it going and then it coming back again. It's really different, it's like a constant pain. So I brought this up with the midwife. She thinks it is the baby engaging and moving on further down. The baby is engaged, not by a massive amount, nothing to worry about too much, but he is quite low down. Obviously with your second baby they can jump back out again because everything's stretched before, so your body knows what it's doing, and actually some babies don't engage until you're actually in labour and ready to push them out. But she was slightly concerned about the pains, how he was engaged, how he was sat. He was also measuring a week ahead, well, a week and a little bit ahead. And so she said I really need to be careful and watch this, because there could be signs of preterm labour. Obviously only being, well now, almost 33 weeks, I really want to keep him in there for as long as possible. If we can make it to 37, like I did with Daisy, that would be great. but she did advise I need to look at my maternity leave and really consider what I'm going to do, because I was finishing at 38 and a half weeks, which was pushing it, but remember I can work from home some days, and the last week or so I was going to work from home. But I have actually had a meeting this week with our HR manager and my manager, and I've brought it forward. I just thought, for the sake of a couple of weeks, I think I would rather be ready for this baby, physically, mentally, and, you know, getting things ready, rather than it going off while I'm working and then not having a minute's peace. So I am finishing earlier, not by much, but a little bit, and hopefully that will just buy me that little bit of time, even if it's a week, just to spend with Daisy, getting the house straight, making sure my bags are packed nicely and that kind of thing. But who knows, because this baby could also be 2 weeks late, and if that happens, then I'm going to be sat at home for a really long time. I won't be bored because Daisy will be here. She's only going to be in nursery half days, so we'll have the afternoons together, and I can just enjoy her really, so I don't think I'll be bored. It will be a shame not to have a baby here, but, you know, what can you do? We can't plan these things. So I'm still taking my iron tablets. I must admit I'm not as religious with them as I should be. They don't make me feel wonderful. I'm feeling better. If you haven't seen my update on anemia, then look back just a couple of videos, and I did a bit of a video on that. But I am feeling better, but I don't know whether that's because I've got over my cold or whether the supplements are helping. I don't know. The other weird thing that has happened this last week or maybe two, that I didn't actually have with Daisy, is that my chest is really achy again. They're really hard, they're really sore. Sorry for any men watching, hopefully there isn't really many. And actually they've started leaking a little bit, which I did not have with Daisy. They were achy on and off with her, and some days I'd think, oh, that's quite painful, and like when, you know, your bra wasn't sat right or you brushed against something, but they're really strange, especially when I've had a bath or a shower or just before bed, or if I've leant on them. People have told me it's because your body knows what it's doing this time round, but it's still a little bit strange, so I really feel as if my body is gearing up for this now. Braxton Hicks, I mentioned earlier, I'm getting them quite a lot throughout the day, and it seems to be at no particular time. A couple of weeks ago it was if I'd done quite a bit of walking, so if I'd walked Daisy around the block with a bike or something, or taken the dog out, but now it seems to just be any time, so I could even just be sat down, relaxed, comfortable, and then they'll come again, and a few actually take my breath away, which is a little unusual. But there we go. So that is it really for now. So quite a few changes this month, well, this last week or so. I don't have the midwife this week, but I have her next week at 34 weeks, so I will update you after that. And hopefully this baby stays where he should be for a while. I've grown massively. I've had a few comments this week that, oh, you're ready to drop, or oh, you look ready. How many weeks are you? Because you really look ready. Which, it's not the nicest feeling, because you don't want to be seen as huge. I know I'm not huge, but I'm quite little, so it does stand out quite a bit. I know that I'm quite neat, I'm not daft. But sometimes when people say, oh, you look ready to go, when actually I've potentially got another 8 weeks to go, maybe even 9, then that does frighten me a little bit, like how big will I be in that time? Yeah, but anyway, I will show you my bump, and that is it. Thanks for watching. So this is my bump with clothes on. You'll have to excuse my outfit. I have been working in lots of meetings this week, and I'm really limited on wardrobe options. So these are my comfies. So this is it. Let me just show you. So this is nearly 30